I'm Scott Ford. I'm the director of Our Town.
I'm Ben Larson. I'm the composer and MD on Our Town.
My name is Emma Schuld, and I play Emily Webb.
My name is Noah Hynick, and I play George Gibbs.
It's interesting trying to do a plot overview of Our Town because it's just not really a story about the plot.
The show takes place in a small town in New Hampshire, beginning of the 20th century.
The show follows the citizens of Grover's Corners, following three specific themes of life. The first act being daily life, the second act being love and marriage, and the third act being death.
A couple of families living next to each other. The kids go to school, they grow up, they fall in love, they get married, there is loss. That's the play.
The journey we go on as an audience, I feel like that's really the plot of it, is like as we realize what time does and what it takes away from us and what it costs us and how precious it is.
When this play was originally performed 85 years ago, there were elements about how the play is presented that were really sort of groundbreaking and kind of mind-blowing for the audience. The stage manager character who's sort of a narrator, but also kind of steps into the community, breaking the fourth wall, directly addressing the audience, a bare stage, actors pantomiming, and now those things are the standard vocabulary of the theater. An audience today wouldn't be surprised by any of that. And so, but we wanted to try to give the audience today a similar experience to what the audience would have experienced 85 years ago. And music and movement are part of what we gravitated to in order to surprise the audience a little bit. That even if you have been to Grover's Corners before, you will see and hear some things that you don't expect to hear.
Anytime you're working on a completely original concept like this, there's just challenges that arise at every step. First of all, where do you start? We want to add movement and we want to add music. Well, who goes first? Does the movement person go create some movement and then we create music? Do I create music and then she goes and creates movement? And either way, regardless of how we start, it's not going to work right away and we're going to have to tweak it. And so it's one of the most challenging things I've ever worked on because of that.
I think that something I found challenging is the age development of Emily, because you see her start out rather young and then you see her die and when she's dead. And just that character arc is just super challenging, but I'm super excited.
The one instrument we went chasing was the erhu, which is a traditional Chinese instrument. They play Chinese classical music on that instrument, and it was just an idea we had for, again, we had a need for a soprano instrument that could play long lyrical melodies, and rather than go with something familiar like a flute or a violin, we wanted to find something that opened up the world a little bit more, maybe surprise the audience a little bit. So I'm really excited for people to hear Jenny play the erhu. She even contributed some music herself, which I'm really excited for people to hear as well.
Our town celebrates community, and we don't have enough of that right now. So that's why people ought to come see it.
People should come see Our Town because they'll never see anything like it again. And, regardless of what you key into while you're here, what really, what you remember after you watch it, you're going to see something and a vision of this particular show that you'd never see anywhere else.
But I think people should see it because you might be surprised with some of the different things that we're bringing to the table.
Because it's darn good.